Hello fast trackers and welcome to another number 111. 111. 111. How many more can you do? I don't know. I'll just keep doing it 'cause I love you. Howdy folks, Daryl here in Sydney, Australia, with number 111, and or no. Just had a quick listen to it. We'll have a look at that in a minute. Well, I'm in lockdown, but I managed to get out and play golf. Lucky me. Well, I'm in lockdown, but I can get out to play golf. Lucky me. And it looks alright outside, but it's very dark indeed. Here in Sydney town, it's only gonna get to 16. You know what I mean? Hey, here in Sydney town, it's only gonna get to 16. For you people in the northern hemisphere, that's pretty warm, right? Hey George, you there? George sends me some crazy photos, and he's got some left hand happening in the boogie woogie. Instead of just doing that simple little one all the time, he's doing fancy stuff. He's going and things like I'll have to learn all those eventually, but in the meantime, we'll just have fun with this one. I better say hello to a few people. How you going? Man, I'm almost videoed out. I've done 22 videos in the last few days. Hello people, hello Nancy. Happy golf, happy 4th of July, yeah. G'day Charles, good afternoon. Really? It's pretty hard to get up at this time in winter particularly, but I'm here. Yeah. Jim Morrison died 50 years ago this week. Yes, indeed, and he had a huge influence on my generation, anyway. And one of my favourite songs is "Riders on the Storm," and "Riders on the Storm" has got that left hand. Don't worry, Andrea, I've got it here. Don't panic. You might have to remind me though, because I go off. Hello, everybody, and yeah, Riders on the Storm has got this lovely little riff in the left hand. It's in E minor. Or is it? It's got an F sharp, but sometimes it goes to an A sharp, C sharp. In fact, that intro has the C sharp. I got lost. So you start on B and G, and then keep coming down. But make sure you play F sharp and C sharp. And in the left hand, you've got this little riff. Now, a riff is a few notes played over and over again. Yesterday, I did a video of one of my songs called Sahara, which has a riff that goes like this. I've done a lot of videos in the last week. Because I'm in lockdown, I thought, well, I've got to practice. Our band can't play anywhere. All the gigs are cancelled, which is a shame. We had 2 on the weekend, but we couldn't play. So I thought I may as well practice, and I may as well video the practices. So I'm going through all 32 of our Sax Appeal jazz tunes. Now, I've manuals there. He's probably wondering, well, hey, we could watch them before. Now they're on private. Well, what I thought I'd do, instead of bombarding everybody with these videos every day and you being notified by it, I'm actually losing subscribers because of that, because I'm being annoying, I think. So what I've done is I've gone back in and they're going to drip feed out over the next 8 weeks or so. So yeah, they will be there. And they're instructional little videos. It shows you me practicing and just getting up to date with my pieces. Because remembering 32 pieces off by heart is huge. And I know most of it, and I give some pointers and all that sort of stuff. Anyway, Riders on the Storm has this little riff in it. So you got to go. That's it. No. Okay. Hey, thanks, Judith. Yeah, I sort of gave up on the live thing because the time when I do them is a good time for me. Everybody else is asleep. So no one watches. So that's cool. That's all right. You know, that's one of the benefits of living in the land down under. There you go. We're on the dark side of the planet. But check them out. Okay, so there's your riff for that. It's hard to do it at the same time. Now, there was no bass player in The Doors. They used a bass player for some tracks on some of the recordings, but when they performed, they didn't have a bass player. So, I mean, every band's got a bass player, you know? You have bass, guitar, and drums at least, or bass, piano, and drums at least, or bass, guitar, piano, and drums. Yeah, like Coldplay, the keyboard is important. And in U2, the guitar is important. So what happens in The Doors? Well, Ray Mazarin, I can never say his name. Ray, the keyboard player, he actually plays the bass on his left hand on a little separate little instrument, a Fender Rhodes bass. You look it up, a little Fender Rhodes. The Fender Rhodes was where is he? Fender Rhodes was invented during, around World War II for the poor, soldiers that were in hospital, and this guy invented a keyboard so they could sit in their hospital bed and play piano. Now that's the story. I think that's the story. He invented that, and it turned into an instrument that was huge in the 60s. Herbie Hancock and Sergio Mendes and see, electric piano. And put your foot on the pedal. Now he plays that bass part at the same time. So he's a good player. I can't do that. I'd have to practice that a lot. But I can do it. I couldn't do this one before. But I practiced it and gradually got it. Now, Manuel, if you're there, I think I've already explained. The videos are coming out in dribs and drabs now. Okay. Now, Andrea, how are you, Andrea? I better say hello to a few people. Agneta, how are you going? Agneta, what are you a huge fan of? The Doors? Fantastic, wonderful. See, I'm still asleep. I don't know what I'm doing. Come on, Daryl, wake up. I know, Andrea. Here we go. Andrea sent me a song. A very famous song. And I didn't even recognize it. Until the chorus came in. It was done so differently. Now, this is a perfect example of how a good song can be done many different ways. I didn't even recognize it. But this is a wonderful version. And here it is. It goes A minor, then C, then D. Now you don't have to play it like that. You could play it like this. So it starts off high. Then it gradually comes down to F6. To D7 with an F sharp in the bass. Spooky. To F6 again. E minor 7. Then E7. Then you got the chorus. You getting it, Andrea? Good. Staying alive, staying alive. Sorry about this, Andrea. That guy's got an amazing voice, hasn't he? Staying alive, staying alive. Well, you can do 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 da 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 do ba da ba da. Not the right key for me. Too high. But it's alright, it's okay, you don't need to other way. Da da ba, da da da, da 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 da. Staying alive, staying alive. Staying alive, staying alive. Yeah, it's the old Bee Gees song, and it's done. It's done by Isaac somebody. Who is it? Andrea? Can you write it down and so people can look it up? It's a great version. When I first heard this fella sing, I was convinced it was a girl. That's not the first time that's happened. Yeah, the Bee Gees were awesome, weren't they, Stephen? How are you, mate? All right? Yeah, they had. Well, how many careers did they have? They had the really early career in the '60s, and then they, and then they came again in the disco scene. And they wrote all those songs for Barbra Streisand and stuff. I mean, they were extremely talented, man. It's a very bit sad about it. Isaac Stewart, is it? Yeah. Look up Isaac Stewart doing this version of Staying Alive. It's just piano, I think. Just voice and piano. So you got A minor to C. It's good to see a few people saying hello. Thank you for saying hello, folks. Sort of a bit lonely here at the moment, just Patricia and myself. And we can't, we're saying hello to neighbours over off the balcony. We're lucky to have this beautiful home that we're in. It's starting to get a little bit light now. Looks like there's not going to be much cloud around. There's a little bit of a moon up there. Just a little bit. Yeah. Well, you can tell nothing made of more. No time to walk. Now, the thing about Jim Morrison was he had a low voice. Riders on the storm. He'd sing down there in his chest voice. Right? Well, most of the singers today are right up here in their head voice all the time, you know? They're right up here. I got a little theory on that. I think record companies love to have high male singers so the girls can all sing along with them. That's my little theory, like Michael Jackson, you know. Because if they're singing in my key, for instance, it's too high or too low for the girls, so you're not going to sell as many records. They're not going to sing along. That's my little cynical little reasoning why there's so many high male singers in the world. Then you can go solo like Leonard Cohen. It doesn't matter. Everybody just sings along anyway. So, well, you can think that all right, like that F sharp. Excuse me. Andrea, I don't know if I'm actually playing those chords with the right amount of bars, but the chorus, staying alive, staying alive, staying alive. So many songs using the same sort of chord progressions. Staying alive doesn't get down to the F, it just stays on the... Man, I've done so many videos. Anyway, thank you for tuning in. As I said, you can tell by the beat of normally play the tune on the piano. You'd be singing the tune. Like if the Bee Gees were playing it on the piano, they wouldn't play. But I know a lot of the people that watch this show would like to be able to play the tune rather than sing. That means it's a whole different ball game. You got to do instead of singing the song. If you're going to sing the song, you do something funky like what I did. Staying alive. Staying alive. There you go. Staying alive. How much time we got left? 10 minutes. Give it a go. Isn't it funny? I can't hear a word in here. Not even Kermit talks to me. Okay? Yeah, I'm going crazy. I'm in lockdown. Yeah. Right, 2 friends here. Where's George? George, I'm as crazy as you now. Is he there? Toronto George. Man, Blue's Lane's there. Hello, Blue. Hello, Coralie. I hope everything worked out. Yeah. I hadn't heard about it. So you've got that, and got to make sure you put your foot on the pedal. I'm sure he doesn't do it like that. He'd be doing it at the same time. I'd have to practice that. That'd be an interesting exercise. Of course, the other big Doors song was written by who was it? Who wrote it? I think it was the guitar player. Light My Fire. No. Where has it go? Play the Beatles Day Tripper at that point for some silly reason. Yeah. Been singing this song since, the early 70s. It just keeps hanging around. It's just such a great song. And I don't know any other song that uses this chord progression. A minor to F sharp minor. It sort of shouldn't work. It's weird, isn't it? But we don't notice it's weird because of the tune. How's it go? Good on you, Malcolm. That's an A6. It's B major the second time around. Then you've got to get this bit right. This is the bit at the end. G to D. Yeah. Then E. Well, the time to hesitate is through. Dead to win the mire. Come on, we can only choose, and our love become a funeral pyre. Come on, baby, light my fire. Baby, light my fire. Try to set the night on fire. Interesting chord progression, that. Okay, Chris. Thank you very much. I'm glad you like the Blackbird thing. I love that arrangement, even if I do say so myself, It's a lot of fun playing it in the band, because instead of a band starting and just playing and then the band stops, everybody claps, there's stops and starts in the actual recording itself. We only got 5 minutes left. I'm just starting to wake up. and I've got a guy who's going to build a fence, fix this fence up, and they arrive at 7 o'clock on the dot. So I have to get down and get the car out so I can play golf. Jeez. At least I can get out and play golf, hey? Yeah. Anyway, I don't know what I was talking about. Oh, that's right, yeah. So the songs we do in the band, and I'm working on some new ones. And I just don't want the songs that creating new pieces. And I've played a few for you over the last month or so. I've had this one for quite a while. Then go. Then go. Then I do this. It hasn't quite got itself gelled properly yet. But I'm working on it. I want to take people on a journey with that one. And with the band, it'll be very exciting with the saxophone lilting over the top. Okay, we only got a couple of minutes left. And Andrea, I hope we got that. Is Manuel there today? I don't know. Then F6. Comrade, how you going, Manuel? Yeah, a cormorant is a bird that swims in the ocean and goes right underneath for 15-20 seconds and swims around underneath and chases fish. And sometimes there's one in the local pool down here, the local ocean baths. And my mate Don, who's in his late 70s, you're never too late to write songs, he wrote this beautiful song called The Cormorant. You can actually see it on YouTube. Look it up, Cormorant Song Don Yates. Cormorant Song Don Yates. I did the whole arrangement for him and got this lovely singer to sing it. See, sometimes you've got to combine all these things. You've got to find someone who can really sing, because Don's got limited vocal skills. And you need somebody to actually make your song sound as good as it possibly can. I mean, most people, when they write songs, they just they sit at the piano or they sit at the guitar, and they might have very limited skills. They might just write Staying Alive like this. Well, you can now, if you did that for 3 minutes, it probably wouldn't be that impressive if you heard that on the radio. Although this version is, because we already know what the song is, and it's such a big surprise and sung so well that a minimal arrangement like that works really well. So if you write songs, great. Hey, why don't you send me a song? See what I do. That's what I do. That's part of what I do here. I have songwriters come in here and they stand there and they sing a song. 3 hours later, they've got a complete arrangement, and then they sing over the top, and away they go, or they get somebody else to sing the song for them. So there you go. I'm right into composing. I've got to finish now. I've got to go move the cars. Yes, life is a very special thing. There's no doubt about that, Andrea. And I think the lockdown has made us just think a little bit more about it, how special, how lucky we are. to be here. It's a bloody miracle, isn't it, really? I mean, what's the chance? Stars, billions of galaxies. Are we the only ones? Are we really that special? Maybe we are. Be nice to one another. Love you all. Thanks for watching. Okie dokie, on top of old Smoky. Da 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 da. Thanks, Chris. Yeah, we're doing okay, Stephen. Thank you very much. Thank you, Jeffrey. The thumbs up, Jeffrey, man. And Manuel. Judith! Marcus, thanks for saying hello. I've got to put my shoes on and get downstairs and move that car pretty quick. But I'm hooked on reading your bits and pieces. Thanks for watching, folks. I know it's a beautiful day over. You've got beautiful summer over at your place, and it's pretty freezing cold here. Anyway, off you go.